Hello bandits. Thanks for joining me again today as I look over the dystopian wastelands of the future in the new RTS from 11-bit studios, Frostpunk Console Edition. Frostpunk released a little while ago over on PC and has a dedicated following already, but the recently released Console Edition has brought the award-winning PC hit to PS4 and Xbox One. You'll play as the captain of an expedition to set up a new home in the frozen wastes, discovering new technologies and managing your society in what can definitely be an unforgiving environment. One of the biggest challenges with RTS titles moving to console is of course the control scheme, and Frostpunk has to have one of the best controller conversions I've seen of late. With an aim to make things quick and easy for a limited 16-button controller, 11-bit studios have really knocked this one out of the park. Frostpunk is definitely a game suitable for those who like management, and you'll be in charge of pretty much everything about the city, from building, worker management, and what there is in an economy, down to signing new laws and making what are frankly some pretty awful decisions. Every change you make will affect the mood in your city, and keeping hope high and desperation low is a tough and sometimes impossible task, but you'll need to find a way to manage it. That said, there are some settings you can change across all of the story modes in order to make the experience tougher or more lenient, and even in the endless mode this does offer a choice between harsh survival or a more relaxing city management mode. Frostpunk Console Edition is rated by PEGI at 16 and above, and by the ESRB as a mature 17+. There is some bad language in the title, and of course some of the decisions you make along the way are not really for the faint of heart. Due to this, as well as the level of detail and difficulty within the game, I'd say this is one not suited towards the younger generation. And with that stacked up, onto the rundown. Visuals good. All in all, the visuals do come out very well, and the weather effects especially are on point. I've marked this down from great because in truth I would like the ability to zoom in a little more to take better advantage of the quite nice photo mode, as well as having had a few visual glitches along my journey like the one you can see here. Audio great. After playing for many hours I've not really noticed any repetition, which is great considering the effort which must have gone into creating the near constant background chatter you can hear from your citizens. As well as this, of course, the soundtrack works very well, as well as the weather effects that you'll have within the title. Narrative good. It's not a story-based title, but the narrative that I've found both in the cutscenes as well as throughout your expeditions into the wasteland has been good. The focus is really on city, citizen and resource management, but a good deal of thought has been put into the story along the way, and notes from your citizens, depending on the choices you have made, are a really welcome touch. Replay great. Given there's no real battle system here, a multiplayer mode wouldn't really make sense, but you are given a few single player modes to run through, including 4 different stories as well as the survival mode. Given the difficulties involved, if you're pushing yourself you'll likely be restarting the same levels anyway and constantly learning the mistakes from your previous playthrough. Overall, the Pixel Bandits hope level for Frostpunk Console Edition is a grab it. For any fans of the genre, this one gives a detailed management experience which has been thoughtfully built for console, especially when it comes to the controller layout. The radial building system works really well and makes sense in the context of this brave new world, and while the decisions have been pretty hard hitting, I've relished having the opportunity to make them. All in all, it's definitely one of the most detailed RTS titles I've played on console and gives a unique spin to the city management library.